Welcome back to DBL. The internet is filled with urban myths that have lived on for years. Some of them are almost too creepy to believe. I chat with internet sleuths Loey Lane and Eleanor Snitchery to dive deeper in today's Jeff Files. Loey Lane and Snitchery, thank you for coming on DBL. Now, you guys are known as the gruesome twosome and hosts of the podcast Internet Urban Legends, the latest Spotify original from Parcast. Now, let's dive into one of the biggest internet myths, the Watcher House.
When a New Jersey family moved into a new home, they began receiving disturbing letters.
The first time I read the letters, I got goosebumps. I've never seen anything like it outside of kind of a horror movie.
This family in New Jersey bought their dream home, then started getting creepy letters, and the letters mentioned weird things like blood and secrets in the basement. And this watcher claims he told the last family to move out.
One letter saying, "All of the windows and doors allow me to watch you and track you as you move through the house."
You guys looked into this. What's going on, and why is the internet so invested in this one?
There, we did an entire podcast episode, of course, on it, and it's still like, I don't think that anyone can fully understand what is going on with the Watcher House. But essentially, this family buys their dream house, starts doing renovations on it, and they start getting like these weird, threatening letters from someone, basically telling them that they're messing up the integrity of the home, and they've been watching the home for decades and decades. It's just like everyone's worst nightmare, I think. Like moving into a house and finding out that it comes with a built-in stalker.
Yeah.
I think it's a real estate hoax. Okay, I think it's a real estate hoax.
That's good.
I'm convinced they are suing the previous owners, and this is my other theory. This is a little tinfoil hatty, but bear with me. This town, Westfield, is known for two things and two things only. There's the infamous murder that we talked about on the podcast in the 70s, and it's where the Addams Family creator was born. It's a spooky town. A little part of me thinks that this might be part of a collective tourist trap.
I'm with you. I think that's a good theory, but I just bought a new home, and if I had a letter about ghosts and blood in the basement, I would move out. So guys, let's talk about the Momo challenge because it went viral years ago. We even talked about it on this show.
Online people are claiming this thing pops up in children's YouTube videos. It is a hoax.
It was nuts, and sadly, a young girl died over this. Police had to issue warnings on Facebook, and even Kim Kardashian posted pleading for YouTube to remove it. You talked about it on the Urban Legend podcast. Why were so many people convinced this was real?
I think because it came from kids. The kids thought it was real, right? Like, I think kids are easier to convince. So collectively, the adults maybe bought into it. It's also genuinely a scary image. And the virality of the internet kind of lends itself to something like that being taken seriously. And obviously, it was catalyzed by a real life tragedy. So it makes sense that people would be protective over children. That one's really scary though, and really bizarre.
I couldn't agree more. Let's talk about one more internet myth because I haven't heard about this one. It's called No One Dies at Disney, and you explore a theory that the big mouse doesn't want people to know. What is this all about?
They literally will like cart your body off park premises before allowing you to be declared dead because they can't ruin the sanctity and purity of Disney. That is so bizarre.
And the idea that we could all be at a theme park and there could just be someone who has in fact passed away for one reason or another, but like they won't be pronounced dead until they're at the hospital because Disney doesn't want the liability. It's really weird. And it makes you remember that even though it is the big mouse, he is the face of the corporation, it's still like a crazy corporation.
Yeah, is that real? So if someone has a heart attack, I don't even know if I could say now. You got me all worried about legalizing things. Disneyland, can I say Disneyland? If someone has a heart attack there, they won't pronounce them dead till they're off the grounds?
Yeah, they'll like cart them away. Even if they're fully dead in the park, they will not admit to it.
You guys, I could talk to you guys all day about this stuff, but unfortunately, we're out of time. Loey and Snitchery, thank you guys so much for coming on DBL and DBL Nation. You can listen to their podcast, Internet Urban Legends, exclusively on Spotify. Thanks again, guys.
Whoa, the Disneyland thing blew me away because you think about how many people go to Disneyland, so you think a lot of people are going to get sick or die, just semantics-wise. And they cart you off?
Apparently, I didn't know that one either. I'm glad that you were all into my little segment there.
Really good. What did you think, Erica?
I was mentioning my grandmother had a heart attack at Disney.
What?
Yeah, she was fine. She survived, but
Did they try and cart her off in the process of it?
Well, it's interesting. She did leave like everything was fine. She did receive medical attention there, but by the time they got to the airport, she had to go to the hospital.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying, she shouldn't have been on that ride, though.
What
I think
ride
she would
was
agree. It was some roller coaster.
Watch out,
she
watch
didn't
out with the
realize it.
lawsuits. Watch out with the
All right.
lawsuits.
We'll be right back.